Symphonians honor calls us, let no duty care appall us. On we strive, whate'er befalls us, every wrong defy. On and ever, onward, onward ever all together, onward ever all together, onward ever strive forever. Fight for Phi and Mu and Alpha, each is linked unto the other. Then with faith in every brother, let us win or die. On and ever, backward, onward ever all together, onward ever all together, onward ever strive forever.
When hearts are true and minds are one, intentions are the same. A sacrifice another's deed, a friend is there to gain. A song that speaks of brotherhood, of loyalty and love, a phrase in every brother's heart, long lives in Bonia, long lives in Bonia. May music always move our souls and keep us young as we grow old. Blessed may we always be brothers in fraternity. Oh, when our last be separate ways, we'll share our common ground. All sworn to find you Alpha, our lives are bound by sound, and all that we shall keep alive in song and symphony. All praise to find you Alpha. Our name may it always be. Our name may it always be. Brotherhood and duty, we serve Symphonia. We grow and stand together with brothers and friends we love. Symphonians, find you Alpha, red, black, and gold. Teach and sing the music of today and of old. Let symphonies and choirs and all the instruments play.
symphonians and join with heart and voice in praise of our fraternal bond. With hearty songs rejoice. Fair music is the magic tie that binds our hearts in one. In union strong then let us stand while ceaseless seasons run. Ours is the art whose wondrous power still sways the heart of man. From childhood's dawn to hoary age, it finds its rainbow span. It nerves the soldier's valiant arm, it breathes the vows of love. It cheers the sad with glowing hope, foretaste of heaven above. Symphonia, Symphonia, sing in glad refrain. Symphonia, Symphonia, sing in glad refrain. Wide as the sky and deep as the ocean, filled with the power of pure devotion. Come ye, Symphonia calls for men. Wide as the sky and deep as the ocean, filled with the power of pure devotion. Come ye, Symphonia calls for men. Symphonia, we are brothers all united, gathered together to sing thy fame. Music our motto and fellowship our aim. Symphonia, in thy name. We carry on tradition of days of old. We follow in the pathway of red, black, and gold. To thee, Symphonia, to thee, Symphonia. To our colors true are we, ever pledged in loyalty. Symphonia, we glory in thy name. Symphonia, we glory in thy name. Thy name, thy name, Symphonia. Hail, Symphonia's mother. will do his share to spread Sinfonia's fame, till all the land from sea to sea shall know Sinfonia's name. Where'er Sinfonia's sons may pass, they bear a glowing spark, to kindle flames that ne'er shall die, give light where all was dark. As guardians of a sacred trust, devoted to our cause, so onward and upward let us strive, Sinfonians without pause. Thank thee, Father, for thy mercy and your tender loving care. Comforting it is to know you share the burdens that we bear. Bless the table set before us and the food that comes from thee. Brothers true to God and man, will always loyal be. Amen.
Let every good fellow now join in our song.
Viva la compagnie,
Success to each other and pass it along.
viva la compagnie, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la compagnie,
A friend on the left and a friend on the right.
viva la compagnie,
In willing endeavor our hands we unite.
viva la compagnie, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la compagnie,
Should time or occasion compel us to part,
viva la compagnie,
these days shall forever enliven the heart.
viva la compagnie, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la compagnie, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la compagnie, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la compagnie, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva la, viva la, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva l'amor, viva la compagnie. Hey! We gather together to ask the Lord's blessing. He chastens and hastens his will to make known. The wicked oppressing now cease from distressing. song where my heart belongs to the sweetest girl I know. I will sing her praise with my roundelays to the silent stars aglow. In my dreams at night till the dawning light, fondest memories unfurl. May I never part from my sweetheart. She's a fine new Alpha girl. A serenade to a girl at evening, the one we love and always will adore. Our voices raising, singing a tribute to our girl, to the sweetheart of Phi Mu Alpha. We pledge our loving song, and as we sing our songs will come drifting through the night to serenade our Phi Mu Alpha. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Tell me you'll keep the love light glowing in your eyes so true.
Howdy, howdy. All right, how are you? Yeah. Are you gonna be color or play blue?
Whatever you want, man. I'm chill. We can just vibe or whatever you desire.
All right, cool.
Can you just say test like 100 times for me really quick while I fix your volume?
Test,
Well, that was
testu,
too loud. Keep going, keep going. You're good.
test.
I think we're about the same volume. Excellent, excellent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce the Flesh and Aardvark cast. We've had a little bit of substitute issues happening in the past 20 minutes. However, we're going to get right into pick ban here in just a minute.
Let's get started.
Let's get it started. Ha! Looks like we got Dadbod Gaming on blue side. And Goated Lads something something on red
Handsome
side.
fellas.
Goated Lads and Handsome Fellas. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you have any initial thoughts going into pick ban? What do you think is gonna happen?
So looking, obviously, like I was looking at the records, and I don't know who. I don't know if it has been updated yet but thanks to the person that do update this, because I know it's a lot of info. But I'm honestly expecting a very chaotic game one. A soul band comes through. Had to get him off the board.
Yeah, he is pretty strong. Pretty strong. Still has a high win rate. No matter how many nerfs they throw at him, he continues to have a high win rate as people figure out how to play him. So
It's just the late game scaling control mage is a hard thing for Riot because Asol can just stall games, especially against certain team comps, because you just can't push waves against him.
True, true, true.
The more waves that he gets, the stronger he gets as well.
And so he perma scales and takes the game over. A couple of jungle bands coming out from Dadbod Gaming, Wukong and Jarvan, and they're going to take the Amumu first, the flex pick.
So as I looking through their game history, Young Gun plays a Mumu support, and that's all if he's played. At least that's what the record show. He probably played something else. But the games that he has been in pick up the Mumu support, and there goes obviously the Alistair and the Vigar.
Yeah.
Vigar probably going to hook my book.
Yeah, and is Rob on the blue side? Yeah, so that's a denial pick from Rob as well, who is a very, very capable mid laner. Caitlyn Morgana locked in for Dadbod Gaming, a classic oppressive bot lane. Alistar might have a tough time into the range of Morgana. We'll see what goated lads and handsome fellas respond with.
And again, looking at the recent history of DBG's team, like Trifecta is very comfortable on Caitlyn. This has been like his champion, all split.
That is a Yasuo locked in. Whoa, snap. Is it Alistar Yasuo bot lane?
Or is it Vigar Alistair bot lane?
Could be that. Yeah, could be that. Who plays?
I know Hook Brandon plays Vigar.
Uh-huh.
And he is in the bot lane, so they might do that, of course, Alistair Vigar bot lane.
Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what's going to happen. Malphite banned by goated lads and handsome fellas. Dr.
Very
Mundo.
strong champion. Malphite's very strong right now. Them Thunderclap buffs shot him over.
Good to know. A lot of top lane tanky bands coming in. Dr. Mundo out of the side of Dabbod Gaming, Shen out of the side of GLHF, and Zach, who is very flexible at the moment. There's Diana locked in for goated lads and handsome fellas. The classic Diana Yasuo comp with Alistar knockups as well. So quite the Yasuo comp being assembled here for goated lads and handsome fellas.
This for Seismic Bean. Hopefully, see what comp they get going in. Sejuani top, most likely.
Yeah, that would seem likely. Actually, Summoner. What about a world where Morgana goes mid? Is Guy Fieric on DBG?
Yes, he's jungle.
Oh
no, he's on a GL.
Okay, I take it all back. It does look like a Mumu jungle, Sejuani top, Lissandra mid. We do see Morgana mid once in a while in this league, but
We're gonna see a Ornn here, maybe.
Ornn would really round out this Yasuo comp nicely. Not a ton of sustained DPS, but
Tizzy has played a game on Ornn. I'm assuming he is the Yes, he is.
Tizzy's
Oh no, Chameleon.
Tizzy's Ornn is disgusting, but his Camille is very good too. So I like seeing him branch out and not just be on Ornn duty. So good for
I
him. He's
applaud.
gonna have yeah.
I applaud those who can play Camille. I can't make that champion work. I've tried. I've given up. I can't make that champion work. I just don't see how people play her.
I
So
think
much respect to people that can play her. I just can't do it.
yeah. Somehow I ended up playing one game of Camille mid. I think it was like in Clash, and someone accidentally locked in and got disconnected or something. And so I played one game of Camille mid. I fed my you know what off. Pretty high skill cap champion, I would say. Alright, I gotta click as we get into client pick and ban. We'll see if there are any surprises, any trades, anything anything spooky happening here.
So, Fred, are we getting to the point where you have your prediction yet?
Do I have my prediction yet? Off the cuff, my prediction is blue side Dadbod Gaming. I like Caitlyn Morgana. I like their front line. I love their engage with Amumu, with Lissandra, with Sejuani. They've got a really well-rounded comp. So, yeah, off the top of my head, I really like DBG's comp better. Now, Goated Lads have all the tools they need for Yasuo to pop off. I just feel like they've put kind of all their eggs into one basket. If they can, stuff that basket full of kills, they certainly could win. But I'm going to go with DBG. I like their comp better.
Yeah, I like what you was talking about. Like on the side of GL, it relies on this Yasuo to pop off, but also like we can't sleep on the Veigar or the Camille split push opportunity, because as much as this team looks like they want to 5v5, that is a very strong 4v4 looking comp compared to, say, Sejuani or Lissandra's in the side lane and they're looking for that four-member skirmish. GL is very strong.
Yeah.
And so I think a win con for GL is just if they make the game go a little bit late, then they win.
Yeah, and I will be looking closely at top lane here, right? Because if Camille can sort of pop off and make it to where Sejuani can't just match her, that's going to cause a lot of pressure, and that's going to cause problems for DBG. So I think a lot on Tizzy's shoulders, actually, when I think about how GLHF can win.
I think the top lane, Tizzy is on a timer, because when Camille gets that Divine Sunderer, that pretty much just opens up the trades for that champion. Before, like, obviously Sejuani has the Frost Armor, so they'll be able to burn like block a couple of damage even through the shield that Camille gets. So the trades be roughly even. But Camille needs to get that sheen. When she gets that sheen to that Vine Sunderer, I can see her trading patterns start to open up a lot more.
Yeah, and they gave Tizzy ultimate counter pick on R5, and so they're putting a lot of trust in him to be able to win top lane, and we'll see. Garfield Juice is no slouch. I know from experience, he's on my team, and he plays tanks extremely well. So I'm excited for that matchup. That's going to be very interesting. It does at this point look like Veigar bot with Alistar. I can't imagine Yasuo being able to farm very well in a Caitlyn Morgana lane. But Lissandra, as Rob well knows, is an old school counter to Yasuo. Because of the point-and-click CC, because if he gets onto you, you can just W and run away. So we'll see how Yasuo fares. You know, the common strat is as soon as Lissandra hits level 6, you just camp the hell out of the Yasuo and he can't play the game. So we'll see if Papa Bear on the Amumu goes that route, and we'll see how is it seismic on Yasuo?
I believe so.
All right. All
Honestly, I
right.
would not be surprised if Seismic takes opts for the cleanse.
I think that would be really smart. Yeah, I really do. There's just
Um,
so much CC on the side of DBG.
I think with my prediction, I want to say GL takes game one. I think the Camille is going to be a big factor in terms of pressure post 25 minutes. And if she has that lead and she's able to apply that pressure and GL plays their 4v4 skirmishes right, I think they'll be able to take game one despite all the CC on DBG.
Well, we are on opposite sides of the aisle then for this one. I love it. That makes for an interesting cast. We have thrown out our predictions, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like no big surprises in pick ban. I'm going to go ahead and run an ad. Stick around for DBG and GLHF. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right.
Let's get it.
I'm excited to see this game. Oh yeah.
I assume red side. Actually, both sides could invade. I wonder if they do the interesting loop-de-loop.
Ooh, the ring around the rosy
Yeah.
could be interesting.
Vargar Cage, Alistar, and then especially Camille, she starts hook shot.
Yeah, both teams have pretty good level 1s, lots of CC and follow up. I mean, obviously you got a Mumu Sejuani Morgana on the side of DBG. And we are heading into the game here. Spectator delay is over.
This is a full skin lobby.
Any Skinnergy happening here? Any Skinnergy? I don't see any. But some beautiful skins on display, that's for sure. Yasuo took TP, not cleanse. Both top laners opting for TP and Ignite. You love to see that. That's very exciting.
I wouldn't be surprised to see an early gank coming in for Papa Bear to Garfield Juice to help him out, because once Camille used that hook shot, that's pretty much all she has.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. All right, let's synchronize our watches, so to speak. Here, my game is still loading it. I guess.
Mine is too.
Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, mine is now running. I'm gonna pause at 10 seconds, and you let me know.
All right. All right. I'm at 10.
Okay, and on your mark, get set, and go. All right. It does appear to be 5 points on both sides. Dadbod Gaming a little late getting out there, but should be of no consequence. The battle lines have been drawn. Rob flashes his mastery. Oh, I need to turn on summoner names. I apologize. I always forget. Rob flashes his mastery twice, right in the face of Seismic Bean. Oh, there's the crying bumblebee. Rob is very expressive so far. You love to see it. We do see a ward dropped by... Who dropped that ward? A Mumu. Diana used her sweeper, but they didn't get the... Wait, they did get a ward. Oh, okay. Sejuani... I'm confusing myself now. No, they didn't kill the ward. Anywho, we are off. My old man brain is not working quite right.
Leash starts from both sides.
A fake leash, though, from blue side, it looks like. But yeah, both junglers starting on the top side of the map with no leash.
Got some trading going on the top side. Simple back and forth.
Man, directed camera is really caffeinated at the moment.
I say you can't decide on what side, on which lane it wants to go.
I've never seen it jump so fast before. I love it, but it's doing its damnedest, trying its little heart out.
Ooh, Rob getting some good damage onto Seismic Bean.
Rob went Comet on Lysandra. That is not common. Not to say it's bad. I'm sure it's fine, but typically you see either Electrocute or, well, usually Electrocute. Some people go Aftershock when they're feeling rather defensive, but that hasn't really been a thing in a while. It does hold a special place in my heart, however, because it's nice to E in to the entire team and then proc your Aftershock and then be able to run away and get another rotation of spells off. But I digress. Rob is braver than I am. Sejuani crashes the cannon wave here. Tizzy's gonna pick up that farm. Sejuani going down into the topside river, presumably for vision.
I say Rob is just putting the hurt on the Seismic Beam, but he's running a little bit low on mana. Dark Binding comes in, Caitlyn Drap comes in, auto attacks, and Hoagie's just going to have to walk away.
Super Hoagie got super Logie. Anyways, yeah, Rob's putting a lot of pressure on Seismic Bean in the mid lane, taking advantage of that melee versus range.
Okay.
Rob's on the wrong side of the tracks here, but his E is gonna... Yeah, his E is gonna get him out of trouble, but he is there to ensure that Papa Bear picks up less Scuttle Crab, so... and Sejuani took top crab all by herself. So Guy Fieric will not acquire a crab.
I think Tizzy could probably trade. Garfield's just way out of mana.
Yeah, used it all getting the crab, I guess.
Oh, here comes the stun. Tizzy's getting really low. Grit hook shot to dodge the W from Sejuani. Ignite comes in. Grass proc ignites. Gets first blood over the Garfield Juice.
Nicely played from Garfield Juice. Crashes, slow pushes, gets the third wave in. Roams, takes Scuttle by himself, comes back in the lane and says, yeah, I'll kill you too. Really asserting his dominance so far here in the top lane.
I love how aggressive the warding is for DBG onto the side of GL. Looking at all the wards placed to try and track Guy Fieric.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like Garfield Juice overstayed his welcome in the top lane.
Give it to Tizzy, give it to Tizzy, give it to Tizzy, yeah.
He's going to pay dearly. Tizzy, the true damage comes in to secure that kill, so it was just a smooth trade.
Yeah, and they lost track of the Diana. I love the play from Garfield Juice to get that first blood, but I hate the overstay. It's pretty unfortunate, but good, really good for Tizzy to get that gold in his pocket. He has the Sheen and still has TP. Is he freezing? Let me take a little look-see.
Yeah, he just pulled that wave down.
Yeah, and Sejuani's not going to TP back, so Sejuani's going to lose a little bit here.
Trifecta by himself. He gets comboed by the Vigar. Trifecta be able to walk it off because that dragon actually made GL bot lane back off. Young Gun hitting these bindings.
Blue side takes Drake off the back of their bot lane prio.
Rob is in that jungle trying to find Guy Fieric.
Oh my goodness, Rob is
over the wall.
Rob is so aggressive. I love it. Can he get out though? Looks like he will. He is so aggressive.
We see a flash come in from Hoagie, maybe? No, he decides to back off.
I love it. I love it. Love the play from Rob. Nice binding there from Young Gun.
Oh,
Rob
over the wall is going in for the kill. Gets combo, knocks him back.
He's bloodthirsty. He gets the black shield.
Seismic Beam Wingwall didn't come quite fast enough, dashing through Gromp, trying to catch the Morgana, but the Lissandra passive says no. Young Gun with the binding. Rob gets knocked up. Seismic Beam comes back in with the ultimate. He flashes, dashes out. Triumph maybe saves his life. Yes, it will.
And the potion ticking. Yasuo nearly burnt down from that ignite, but he picks up a kill, gets one in his pocket. I love the aggression from Rob. My goodness.
Young Gun with these bindings. Hitting right on the money. Garfield Juice tanking like 2 tower shots, TPing top.
Yeah, that was a little clumsy. Kind of funny to watch, but Tizzy
going in with the smooth trade. Tactical Sweep comes in, heals him, and he's just gonna walk off. Simple Camille trade.
Tizzy taking it to him. As we continue to spar.
Is Tizzy gonna go for the kill right here? Get stunned? Nope.
Just might. He's down a level.
Oh,
Garfield Juice.
Garfield Juice with the burst.
Ooh. Oh, poor Tizzy. Yeah, and Tizzy had quite a bit of gold in his pocket and still TP, so I would have liked to see him spend that gold, get back in lane with an item advantage, but Garfield Juice continuing his dominance in the top lane.
Well, so I think if you're the Camille right now, you just need to wait for Guy Fieric either come up, or you need to wait for your big item spike, which is Divine Sunderer. Rob comes in with the combo. CC, that Seismic Beam dashing through. Here comes Hoagie with the knockup.
There's the synergy.
Rob ball here. And yes, down goes Rob.
Oh man, it looked so good for Rob at first, but Super Hoagie with the clutch roam gets the knockup into the Yasuo ult, and there's that Yasuo comp synergy we were talking about. Now, let me ask you this, top lane guru. How common is Rod of Ages on Sejuani?
I actually have not seen that item on Sejuani top. Usually most of the Sejuani top builds that I've experienced playing against. Oh, got a Diana R coming in. Seismic Beam with the knockup. Papa Bear drops the curse of Sad Mummy, but nope, the curse causes his death.
Whew, we are back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah,
nice
Super
double
Hoagie
knockup
going
from
in.
Super Hoagie.
About to say, Young Gun trying to throw out what he can, try and land, but it just won't hit. Just a simple trade bot.
And don't look now, but Yasuo's got 2 kills and a bounty already.
About to say got almost a 1K gold lead for the Yasuo, for the favorite Yasuo, 1K gold lead for the Sejuani.
Yeah, you're about right on that.
I haven't seen Rod of Ages Sejuani. Maybe this is Garfield Juice pioneering a new Sejuani build.
I am skeptical, I will say, because when Tizzy gets his Divine Sunderer, I feel like Sejuani is going to be paper thin. However, you can see the kind of damage that Sejuani's putting out with that extra AP already, so...
I'd say props to Garfield Juice. He's playing this matchup like he needs to. Try and get what lead you can until Camille comes online.
Yeah. Tizzy more or less keeping up in CS. He's gonna back here.
I want to note that Hoagie also has Moby, so you can expect to see him going mid like he is right now.
Speaking of which, yeah, here he comes.
Oh, Glacial Prison comes in top lane. The Ignite comes in. Tizzy
I think it's gonna get him. I think it's gonna get him. Yeah.
And yeah, he burns. Last chick. Papa Bear looking over.
Garfield Juice. Well, when you get fed, it kind of doesn't matter what your build is to a certain extent. He's going to make this Rod of Ages look real good. He finished it super early, and he's got 3 kills in his pocket.
I expect GL to forfeit this drag, which they probably already decided in comms. I say Guy for Eric at top lane, trying to clear his camp to get whatever goal he can before he back. He is on that Nashers, though.
Yeah. That's twice we've seen Guy Fieric show top, and the blue side respond immediately with Dragon. So props to DBG. Diana's here, though.
Rob coming in. Guy for Eric also coming in. Sandra ult comes in. Curse of Sad Mummy denies Guy for Eric the second dash. Well, Guy for Eric falls.
Oh! Wow.
Coming in for DBG. Got some bot lane action, too. Brandon hooked my book. Couldn't get in some damage. The Primordial Blast doesn't quite land. Down goes Hoagie. Ignite comes in from Young Gun. Quite not enough damage from Hook My Book yet to finish off that Morgana. Did that finish?
Oh, comment! No!
Not quite.
Oh, the bloodshed. I'm enjoying this.
A very bloody game.
And seemingly out of nowhere, we've got a 2.5k gold lead for the blue side on the back of getting the shutdown from Yasuo in that mid lane 2v2. They've got a...
Oh, here comes the Yasuo ult. Rob CCs him with the W. Seismic Being says no. Rob is forced to flash, and he gets to safety at the cost of his flash.
Should have gone Aftershock. That's all I'm saying, Rob. No, I'm just kidding. That's like a 3-year-old build. Not like for a 3-year-old, but it's like 3 years old. Never mind. And a massive farm differential here for the Caitlyn Morgana bot lane. So it's a 2k gold lead for DBG.
Guy for Eric still has his Rift Herald. It looks like he's going to drop it mid. Hoagie's coming in to support. Garfield Juice is coming in. Guy for Eric's forced to flash. One wall comes in. Hoagie knocks back Garfield Juice, but the bandage toss lands. Papa Bear. Hoagie get a 3-man knockup. Will he be able to get out? Not quite. Flashes. Still loses the flash.
Yeah, Yasuo did not have ulti there, unfortunately, or else that knockup would have been enormous.
Seismic Being staying. Rob drops the full combo. Rob forced the flash. Guy for Eric coming in to help him out. Up in the top lane, Tizzy and Garfield Juice are just trading. But not that much really going on. Just simple skirmishes. Garfield Juice is just laying down the hammer, though, on Tizzy.
He is. And we'll see if Tizzy can turn that around when he finishes his Divine Sunderer. Might be a tipping point for him, because, you know, that's
like Tizzy... Maybe? No.
Yeah, that is a relatively squishy Sejuani. I mean, obviously Rod of Ages gives you health, but he built Merc Treads. I'm not totally sold on that, but...
See, Guy for Eric is moving up here. The Tizzy drops down the Hextech Ultimatum. Ignite comes in. Garfield Juice, nope, I have Burst, but Guy from Eric comes in with the mop.
Cleans it up. There's a shutdown in the pocket of the Diana. Divine Sunderer is now completed for the Camille, and so we'll see... Sejuani building more AP items. Is that Demonic Embrace components?
I think it's Demonic Embrace coming in.
Yeah. Unless Are those? I guess they could be Rylai's components. I guess.
Well, all her abilities already slow.
Yeah, I don't know that Rylai's would make a ton of sense, but we'll see. Speaking of Demonic Embrace, Amumu has completed his. Rob opting for Leandries on Lysandra. Not the most typical. Usually you see Ludens, but Leandries is a really good item too. So, and Rob is very comfortable on Lysandra. So, yeah.
Still, the goal lead is about 2K between both teams. I do see a CS lead getting bigger and bigger between the bot lane, per se. Tizzy getting that Divine Sunderer punching right through that Frost armor, bro. I think Garfield Juice has way too much health right now.
Yep, and Garfield Juice has the level lead. He has taken it to Tizzy.
Yeah.
Big wave crashes. Tizzy will soak it up.
Now that you mention Papa Bear, the Amumu finishing Demonic Embrace, it's going to speed up his clear time so much as well, so he'll be able to move a lot faster around the map.
True, true, true. Herald being started by the blue squad, thanks to their top pressure. And they took first brick mid at some point when I wasn't paying attention. So the mid push helping them get Herald as well, and they're going to give the eye to Sejuani, who you have to think is going to bust open that top turret someday very soon.
Drag is coming up. If you're the side of GL, I think you have to contest this drag.
Ooh, here comes Tizzy with the Unleashed Teleport. He's looking for Caitlyn.
Yep. Trifecta, Hextech Ultimate comes in, Diana R, Moonfall comes in, down goes the Caitlyn. Will they find the Morgana? Young Gun says no, I have CC, forced to flash the Vigar Baby Cage. Rob looking in mid lane, looking for the kill on Seismic Beam. He's just not finishing the damage.
Oh!
Will he continue? Yes, he gets the kill. Lots of bloodshed going all around the map. Excellent TP from Tizzy as well.
So we have a cross-map 1-for-1. The flank TP from Tizzy coming in clutch to take down the Caitlyn. But Lysandra is overstaying here. Instead of opting for the dragon, red team is going to try to collapse on the Lysandra mid, which is going to give Drake Prio to DBG.
Rob pretty much playing ring around the rosy. Hook shot comes in, Baby Cage, and he will go down like 300 extra gold onto the Vigar, the one that you do not want to give it to.
Is that word?
Garfield Juice making good use of that Rift Herald, breaking the second tier tower.
Blue team, are they going to finish Drake? Directed camera, tell me the answer. In goes Guy Fieric, and he steals it.
And he gets the kill. Red team gets the kill on the top of air. Hoagie says, I'm looking for more. Gets trapped. Hook My Book comes in with the Baby Cage. Hoagie comes in with the knock-up. Young Gun finally falls.
Woo! So the red team coming in huge there, denying that third Drake from DBG after chasing and getting the Lysandra bounty. So really, really interesting stuff. Sejuani got more gold funneled into her pocket, and it is indeed a Demonic Embrace, and her Rod of Ages is about to be done stacking, so that's a very scary Sejuani.
I'd say she's going to be... Garfield Juice is going to be level 13 on the completion of that Rod of Ages as well. 2 levels above Tizzy, and then also he's such a huge level above the next person, which is Guy for Eric 11. Getting that rank 2 Glacial Prison really is going to do a lot of damage.
Garfield Juice says, I don't care, I'm just going to finish off the turret. He's got a 4-level lead on Yasuo, though. I don't think you win this.
With the stun, CC Heaven. Hook My Book is coming in as well to try and save Hoagie, but Hoagie's going to fall also. Garfield Juice knocks up Hook My Book with the Arctic Assault. Will he be able to kill it? Nope, Garfield Juice doing what he can. Hook My Book heals. Down goes Garfield Juice on the side of Guy for Eric getting the kill, and that's a big, not a big bounty, but you know, it's still extra gold.
Yeah. The red team just rotating to try and salvage that situation. I feel like that was right on Sejuani's rod completion. Oh, Guy Fieric goes in, ultis Rob. Rob is in trouble. Down he goes. Guy Fieric is on a rampage. Oh.
Ooh, Young Gun coming in with the chains. It lands on Tizzy. Flashes come in. See if they can hit. The smite comes down. Seismic Beam just going to dash and dine and dash through more Young Gun for the kill. Mastery emote spam coming in. Hex Drinker coming in from Camille. I don't really agree with that item choice.
I'm behind you. What's your timestamp?
I'm 1955.
Whoa! You need to calm down.
Where are you at?
I'm caught up to you now, 2002.
Alright.
Your computer is too fast. You must have downloaded a lot of RAM. There's a double kill for the Sejuani, who has 8 kills now and is still full AP. Wow.
Just to double check we're line though. I'm about to hit 20, 30, 31.
Okay, that puts you 2 seconds ahead of me. I will fix it.
That's a good call from DBG picking up that Baron as well. A guy for Eric trying to get out. He does manage to get away.
DBG really growing their lead here. It has ballooned to about 4,000. But not all is lost for GLHF. They've got a scaling Vygar. They've got a scaling Yasuo. They've got a very fed Diana, actually. She's finished her jock show, so she's going to be tanky and put out DPS. But is there anything Tizzy can do in the side lane against Garfield Juice, who has a 2-level lead, 3 items now? He went Zonya. That's just...
You know, I can't really say anything about, like, off-item builds, because I do that a lot on my champions as well.
Yeah, you put Zonyas on Rengar sometimes, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Zonyas because it has AP and it has armor. Like, it has what he needs against this Camille. And then, of course, the active is completely busted.
Oh, guy for Eric with a great moonfall. Just didn't do that much. He'll come in. Curse of the Sad Mummy. TPs are dropping in as well. Garfield Juice gets that bounty. We got a skirmish going on. Hook my book going and trying to land some CC, but it's just not working. Hextech Ultimatum lands on a Papa Bear, but down goes Tizzy. Knockups and CC coming in. Flash is coming in as well. Hook my book is running for his life. Garfield Juice is on the warpath trying to catch up to this Vygar. But Hook my book is just going to get out with his barely just his life, and that is a 4-0.
Garfield Juice is a raid boss on this AP
Rob coming in.
Sejuani.
Hook my book says Control Alt Delete. Get out my face.
Little bit of over-aggression from Rob. Oh,
Garfield
Juice.
is looking for it. Ignite comes in. He just won't be able to.
I think he's gonna get him. Not quite.
Not quite.
Papa Bear on the Drake. Blue team's gold lead has not exploded, but 6K. I'm really enjoying this AP Sejuani. Did you see him? As soon as he arrived, he sniped the Diana with his ult.
A lot of gold going on to this tanky carry that I don't think right now GL can deal with, because there's no sustained damage dealer on their team so far. Yasuo still has yet to get his item, especially the IE power spike.
Yeah, I'm torn. Like, Sejuani is so fed, but she doesn't have a lot in the way of resistances. And so if they hard focus, I'm talking hard focus all 5 on the Sejuani, they should be able to kill her. But then again, she's level 16. Dear God.
I think at this point, it's just a health diff.
It could just be a health diff, yeah.
Like, Garfield Juice is just health diffing.
Okay, Tizzy.
Brandon's coming around the side, see if he can get some damage on. Hextech Ultimatum comes in. We got 2 different fights. Direct the camera. Please help me out, please. Tactical Sweep comes in.
There's a shutdown.
Big shutdown going on to Hook my book.
and so Sejuani is mortal. Like I was saying, not a lot of resistances when you're just stacking health and AP. A little bit of armor from the Zhonya's, tiny bit of MR from the shoes, but Vigar and Camille together are able to take her down, and that's a lot of gold into Vigar's pocket.
About to say, I want to note that Garfield Juice right now is on 12k gold this game. His opponent Tizzy is on 7.7.
Oh my god! That's a lot. Mathematically speaking, that's a big gap.
Bot lane is relatively even. Mid lane, Rob has a little bit of lead on Yasuo, but the jungle as well. The guy for Eric is 3k, almost 3k ahead onto this Amumu.
You could argue that the entirety of DBG's gold lead is the Sejuani, right?
I actually think it is the Sejuani.
And so if you focus down the Sejuani, who again, you know, she's tanky in that she has a lot of health, but not tanky from a resistances standpoint. I saw, yeah, she is going some MR. I forget what item that is. Yeah, I don't know what item.
Oh, Force of Nature, probably.
Force of Nature, okay. So she's going to get a little tankier, but she is killable, we have discovered, so...
Rabadon's coming in for Hook My Book.
Ooh, that's a big completion.
So you got a lot of ward clearing going on as well. Ace in the hole comes in, tries to poke down Tizzy, forces him back. Seismic Beam is also in the top lane. I think they're just going to group for this bot tower and see what they can get.
I am annoyed on behalf of DBG that
Holy W coming in from Hook My Book, half health Mr. Trifecta.
Seismic Beam is alone in the side lane picking up objective bounties, and if I'm DBG, I am annoyed by the fact that there are
Rob goes in for the kill.
There he goes!
Prison comes in for the snipe. Garfield Juice is by himself. Hoki is trying to apply CC, knocks him back. Rob went in with the big balls play. Guy for Garrick and Seismic Being forced it back. Tizzy comes in, Hextech ultimatum, focuses down the Amumu. Hoagie gets the two-man knockup onto the back line. Youngman falls down. Rob is probably going to fall as well. Garfield Juice is fighting by himself. He eventually falls to Camille. And that is a 5-for-1. Seismic Being TPs on the opposite side of the map where Rob was running. So that was a good choice by Rob to go towards the top side of the map compared to the bottom side.
Yeah. And the gold lead has narrowed to 1.5k.
If you're GL, you go. Yeah, this Baron is free.
It is. The dragon is in 50 seconds. It's just a Cloud Soul, but still, that's a big boost if you are DBG. So we'll see if GLHF can get this Baron, reset, push out. That's a fat objective bounty that puts them in the gold lead. Objective bounties are broken.
Mm-hmm.
What on earth?
I don't know if we have a sponsor for Baron Power Play, but this is, I'll just name it after you. This is the Flesh Baron Power Play.
Oh, that makes me feel special. We will see if GLHF can get in position to contest this Baron because the dragon, because the time it took them to take Baron and then reset and push out some supers.
Rob going in, immediately have to R himself. Hook My Book says, no, I have Everfrost. Moonfall comes in, automatically downs, control delete onto the Morgana, and Papa Bear and Rob are running for their lives. Flash is coming in. Rob, will he get away? No, not quite. Hook My Book getting a triple kill on the side of this Vigar. Super's coming in bot lane, forces him back as well. This dragon is pretty much on the side of GL.
Wow, what a swing, ladies and gentlemen. Now 2.5k gold lead for the red side. Farm for late, scale for late. Holy moly. And yeah, that bounty that Vigar got from the Sejuani coming in huge. As soon as he hit that death cap, he started deleting people.
I think now if you're on the side of GL, you have to try and look for these skirmish combos, see what you can get. If you're on the side of DBG, you have to pick fights where you want to. I think Rob went in a little bit prematurely. His team wasn't quite there yet. He was forced to use his ulti on himself, which still does the same amount of damage in an AoE, but that put him in a hard spot because as soon as he flashed, Hook My Book hit him, not flash, but as soon as he hit his E, Hook My Book came in with the CC, and he was just stuck.
Yeah. How do you... I can't shake the feeling that GLHF is now very much in control of this game. You certainly have the team fight tools if you are DBG, but Yasuo's online. Vigar is very much online. Diana has 4 items. Holy crap, she's been farming up a storm. She's got a Flame Horizon on the Amumu. That is a huge Diana.
Just a little simple trading of spells. Papa Bear coming in. Curse is set. Mummy falls. Guy for Eric is just too big. Moonfall. 4-member Moonfall. Trifecta's forced to flash. Young Gun goes down. Down goes Papa Bear. And Hoagie is taking the tower. They want Garfield juice. They want more.
Speaking of huge Diana, a triple kill for Guy Fieric, and they are not stopping at that. They are trying to break into the base of DBG. Tizzy answered the Rob split push. So he is not there, but it is 3v2 in the base of DBG. They've taken down 1 inhibitor, they being GLHF, and they still have Baron buff and 10 seconds on the Caitlyn, so they're going to see if they can get another structure or 2. In goes Rob. Little bit of a hero play attempt there. In goes Garfield Juice. Gets the shutdown onto Vigar. Will he survive, though? There's the Zonias, and he is going to keep going. No?
If you're a DBG with this going against this kind of comp, you have to assume that Diana has flash. She didn't flash there, but you have to respect how it takes one person of GL for their comp, their ideal team fight to start. And you just have to respect that.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that's a really good point. They have the knockups for days for the Yasuo.
Right there, I think Guy for Eric capitalized on Trifecta's and Young Gun's positioning. They really just didn't have the best positioning there, and Guy for Eric just went full send on it.
Full send. Diana now 10-3 and 14.
At this stage of the game, to fight those super wombo comps, you have to, especially on the carry role, you have to assume that they all have flash to where they can engage at you at any point. Because all it takes is one Moonfall. Guy for Eric flashes, Moonfall comes in. Garfield Juice is just way too tanky. TP coming in on the flank. Rob is in the baby cage. He claws out, but runs to the Seismic Beam. Seismic Beam just dashing. Glacial Prison comes in. Looks like it got wind wall, but it still hits Seismic Beam.
Whew, very, very tense. So the Diana flash was used. Oh, we're still sparring here.
Yeah.
So
Young Gun.
some key cooldowns used there. Diana flash ulti used. Rob used TP and flash and ulti on the Lissandra. So some key cooldowns. We'll see if they matter. It looks like Red Squad is kind of converging into bot lane now.
Like if you're DBG, you saw that if you saw that Guy for Eric flash, you need to you need to be time stamping, because that honestly gauges how you prepare for team fights, how you approach areas in the map, especially with this dragon coming up in a bit as well.
That is quite an important cooldown, yeah.
Because lately in these past couple skirmishes, Guy for Eric has been driving the bus on these engages.
Meanwhile, Dragon coming up in 30 seconds, Baron in about 25, so those two objectives, for all intents and purposes, coming up at the same time. Tizzy applying some pressure bot lane.
Hey, Tizzy's almost on his big item in that Ravenous. He's at his 3 items.
Ooh, yeah, he might start taking over the side lane.
Got a TP flank coming in top. Young Gun getting caught out, immediately falls down. Garfield Juice TPing, I guess
he's trying to get the inhibs. Does he win the 1v1 against Camille at this point? We'll find out.
I guess we can find out now. That Divine Sunderer damage is really coming in. Garfield Juice forced to Arctic Assault out, but Tizzy says no, let's keep brawling.
Nice hook shot over the wall.
But he followed with the Hextech Ultimatum.
The mind games of the Blast Cone.
The ring around the Rosie.
Meanwhile, Red Team picks up their 3rd Cloud Drake, and they are now sprinting over to Baron. Blue Team is there first, however. Garfield Juice is low.
Oh, Super
Hoagie's
Hoagie
here.
coming in with the knockup. This trifecta is applying damage. Jason the Hole coming in, but he's a sitting duck. Side McBean is just cutting him down. Papa Bear flashes ours. And then this is just the damage is just coming in from the side of GL. Down goes the Amumu, and it is a 4-0.
The Death Ball comp doing Death Ball things. What a comeback from GLHF. It looks like they're going to take Baron. Still 30-second, 40-second death timers on the side of Dadbod Gaming, and so we might see GLHF run it down mid and end the game.
It went down. It went from a 2K gold lead on the side of DBG to almost a 10K gold lead in favor of GL.
Yeah. I want to say Dadbod was up 4 or 6K at some point. But quite the comeback from GLHF, and they are on the Nexus, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is game 1. What a banger. GLHF, take it down.
Also, Irion, I am the best Rengar PMA LCS.
Is that even debatable? I don't know. Somewhere Ping Don't Type just exploded from a nap. His eyes popped open bloodshot, and he has no idea why. Nah, I love you, Ping Don't Type, wherever you are. All right, let's see some post-game Stataruskis, if it will load. All right. Diana, 35,000 damage, 12, 3, and 16. Ridiculous performance from Guy Fieric. Holy guacamole. Quite the comeback, quite the game. Super fun to watch. I need to very quickly eat dinner. And so I'm going to run an ad, and then, Mr. Aardvark, you're going to be on your own just for a minute while I scarf down some food. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We're going to run a quick ad, and then it's the solo Aardvark show because I'm starving. XD. Oh, no, I can't play an ad. All right, all you, Aardvark.
I got jokes. Well, actually, he has a point. While he is getting dinner, I'm going to go get some water. So I will be back.
While they're both gone, Double Bacon Wrap here. I'm going to hijack the stream and tell a bacon pun and see if they notice. Hello, everybody. So I have a bacon addiction, but my doctor thinks I can be cured. Hello, chat. Who all's in here? Hey, I got some laughs. Good. Some groaners. If you are a sub, you will get bacon bits every time that I cast. Especially during the ad breaks, because subs don't have to watch the ads. Another reason why you should become a sub.
And I have returned.
I totally hijacked your stream. Bye.
So while Flush is gone, drop in the chat who you think the MVP of Game 1 was. I'm not in charge of the stream right now, so I can't start a poll, but drop in the chat who you think the MVP of Game 1 is. Personally, for me, I think the MVP of Game 1 is Guy for Eric. He dictated a lot of the team fights, especially in the mid game, and he helped his team slow the game down because they just needed to slow the game down and let them scale. Is that even a question? It is a question. That's why I asked. Well, I can't say the Amumu because I am an Amumu hater. Okay, I am an Amumu hater. I don't like Amumu. I like Papa Bear. I just don't like Amumu. Call me a little bit biased. I would make an MVP poll, but I'm not in charge of the stream. Flesh is in charge of the stream. Yeah, tell Flesh to eat his dinner earlier. Who even needs to eat? Like, my Casante win rate is a whopping 24%.
Is that a twerking Psyduck? I love that. beat is fire. Absolute fire.
Alright, I'll stop. Alright, Zig's coming in. Band 1. GL on blue side. DBG on red side. Garfield Juice is out, I believe. They got their top laner back. Let me double check that. Nope, I'm wrong. Ignore me. Oh, no, I was right. They have their jungler back. Papa Bear is back in the top lane. Papa Bear was jungling last game. Target bans coming in from DBG. Diana's off the table. We need to look into some draft music. A-Soul comes in first pick. Who would have not expected that to happen?
Asol is a champion. Asol is a strong champion.
A-Soul with the creeping up to the 100% pick ban right now. We got Taste the Sun coming in for pick 1 on DBG side. Lucian as well. No Lucian Nami? If you're GL, I want to assume you just pick up your jungler and your support. No, we got the Varus and the cat.
New Yumi, pretty strong. Asol,
New Yumi,
very strong.
Pretty broke.
Oh, Lucian mid? Countering the Asol, maybe?
Got a Camille ban, so I assume that GL is going to be... They're trying to target GL to not play a tank top. Oh, what do they pick here? Oh! Is that a kitty jungle?
I don't think Tizzy plays at top. Tizzy did play it in an ARAM 2 days ago.
We have the Udyr. Jungle, if you're top, I assume they just want a CC front line. Yep, there goes the Ornn.
Gotta say, a lot of broken champions on the side of GLHF. I like their chances, Summoner. What will Tizzy pick into Ornn?
It's gonna be a... Yep, that is a Rengar jungle. Meat Shield Slapfest in the top lane.
Thank you, by the way, for entertaining the masses while I was scarfing down food. Sounds
well, I
like
had
you
to
were
go-
dropping some
I-
fire.
Oh, well, that was only part of it. I had to go get some water, and then I think Double Bacon Wrap came in and told some jokes.
Love that. Love that. The random DB dub appearance for some bacon bits. Love it. Wait, so Garfield Juice is not playing?
No,
Okay.
he was subbing.
Okay, so Iruyan plays Rengar.
He's-
That sounds familiar to me.
Oh, that's the one who asked me, are you the best Rengar PMA LCS?
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you. Ignorant bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my prediction. Totally not biased at all, but I think DBG takes this game just because they have a Rengar. That's just it.
You're
Point
picking
blank.
the Rengar, huh?
Point blank, period. End story.
I hate DBG's comp. Like, I hate it. I like the Lucian counter pick, but is Kaisa gonna go AP? Like, how are you killing Ornn and Udyr? I hate it. Not trying to flame, but that's my honest opinion. I'm taking GLHF like for sure. Their scaling is nutter butters. Yeah, that's my take.
That's what my heart is telling me. But my mind is telling me GL is gonna win. Just because of the points that you said, yes, but also ASOL 100% win rate in this league.
Oh, is that so?
I'm pretty sure if not 100 then close to.
Oh,
But I don't think ASOL that has been picked in this league so far has lost.
and Tizzy's Ornn is God tier, by the way. God tier. Now, there is a world. Like, Rob is a really good player, and if it's Rob mid on Lucian, like, there's a world where he just craps all over ASOL, but, like, it's tough. I mean, you're going to have to thoroughly destroy this mid lane, or he just scales into oblivion, obviously. So, and Ornn scaling, and just, I mean, it's tough. I don't like the team comp of DBG, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, it's a competitive game. And we shall see. Any thoughts before we head into a quick ad break?
It honestly depends on how they play team fights. If this Rengar is the one, well, obviously Rengar shouldn't start fights, but if he's the only backline threat to that Varus and Yumi, then GL just easily takes this game because all it takes is just a Udyr. Udyr can just peel off and just literally just wait for him to hop in team fights to just negate him, and then he just sitting duck. But I'm excited for this banger of game 2.
Same. All right, we are on a 60-second ad break. Whew. All right, we got about 2 minutes of spectator delay left to kill. I think... I really think Dadbod Gaming is going to have to smash early game. The solution is going to have to just dumpster this A-Soul. They're going to need to find advantages bot lane. Top lane is tank v tank, so I don't expect a ton of action there, although I will again say that Tizzy's Ornn is bonkers.
I think the game is going to be decided on really the mid and the jungle play.
I think that's a good take, yeah.
If this Rengar can carry his team into the mid game, feeling really comfortable, then that allows the power transfer in a sense of Kai'Sa and Lucian at double AD carry to just take a hold. What if the game, like, say, get late and you're depending on those 5v5 skirmishes, and of course GL is going to come out on top because they have the most well-rounded comp in terms of pick potential with the Varus. Granted, the Yuumi ult doesn't root anymore, but it's still there. And even the A-Soul, like I said earlier, when we was talking about draft of the game 1, just A-Soul's ability to stall games in clear ways, because I don't see a lot of sieging power on DBG.
We are getting into it.
Maybe the chat's right. Maybe what if this is just a Yuumi jungle?
I will shave my head and drink a gallon of milk in one chug if it's Yuumi jungle. Milk's good for you, right?
Looks like your hair survives.
XD, no smite on the Yuumi. Okay. Wonder if we can do a better job of syncing up this time.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm still waiting though.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm in.
Okay, I'm gonna pause at 5 seconds.
Alright.
Ready?
Not quite. Alright, yes.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. 7, 8, 9, 10,
10,
11.
11, 12, 13.
Okay, so I think we're good. Alright.
This is game 2. GL clearing a good ward. Reorganize my champions. Do you note that they pinged it as well in the game? Lucian does have cleanse, so Rob doesn't have that kill pressure that Ignite gives.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the cleanse.
Opting for the safety, but I guess he's looking past laning phase for at least, like, you know, hook my books, like corrupting chains on the Varus.
He also went Conqueror. I'm having trouble imagining a world in which that is optimal. Whereas, like, imagine he has pressed the attack here, he would have done more damage.
Top lane is literally what we expected it to be, a meat stick slapping fest.
Yeah, why cleanse? For the Udyr stun?
I guess he's just opting for the safety.
Yeah.
At least that eliminates him having to buy QSS or a Mercurial or a safety item.
I don't know. I think like
Oh.
I think you are a big part of the win con if you're Rob, right? And that condition involves you dumpstering your lane, and I just think by that logic, Ignite is the play. But Rob's really good at the video game, and so I'm sure he has his reasons. But no, I really think it should have been press the attack and Ignite. But I digress. I don't play Lucian. I do not pretend to play Lucian or any marksman for that matter. XD. We see Kai'Sa Leona getting the push. We see Sion getting the push in top lane. We see Udyr farming at a bit of a faster rate than Rengar. But both junglers completing a full clear, and they will end up near bot. Udyr's going to be there first, though. They have it warded. Let's see what happens.
Guy for Eric goes he's looking for it. Young Gun doesn't get the stun landed. Trifecta is forced to flash. Young Gun's forced to flash too. Here comes out all the summoners except for Young Gun's Ignite comes out. Rob coming in mid lane looking for some poke, just doesn't have the. Again, I think if you, like you said, Flash, if he had the Ignite there, he could have went for the kill. Tizzy dropping in the knockup, gonna hit the brittle proc, pop a bear, forced to run back. Lots of action around the map.
Yeah. Really well played from Guy Fieric there on that bot gank. And here he comes mid. A bit of a late cleanse from Rob. Is he going to flash and try to get a kill here? Does not look like it. He's out of mana. But yeah, 3 summoners blown in that bot gank by Guy Fieric. Nicely played, and I love the way he immuned the CC from Leona.
Is that what happened? I just thought Young Gun didn't get the auto quite off yet.
Well, he... we might have to watch that one back. I thought he did some sort of immune trick. Oh, Tizzy!
You cannot flash that auto. It is it's undodgeable auto.
Solo Bolo, my boy Tizzy on his signature pick, Ornn.
Fun fact, Ornn's Brittle proc, you cannot flash. It is treated just like Nasus Q.
Good to know, good to know.
But once the animation goes off, that is it.
No, I thought what happened with the Udyr was... Because Leona landed her Zenith Blade, and isn't that a stun in and of itself?
It's like a root, but it's a root until she gets to you.
I think that's what Udyr immuned. Then again, I don't know what Udyr does, so just ignore me. Someone in the chat tell me what happened. XD.
They're
Nice.
getting forced to back off. Seismic Beam establishing control of this river.
Yeah, very heads-up play there from Seismic Beam to chunk the Rengar out, but he's got to get back in lane. Leona with the mid-roam here. I don't know that she's going to find anything with Lucian pushing.
Level 6 coming in top lane. Big wave getting stacked top lane as well. And Guy Figueroa trying to look for the pick. Miss Trifecta smells something and just immediately backs off. The Colin come in from Rob. Rob is looking, but it just does not have enough damage yet. Guy for Eric is coming in mid lane, closing in. Let's see if he'll get there in time. He walks right over a ward, though. Stun comes in, Seismic Beam flies away. He doesn't have enough mana, though, but here comes the whole team of DBG, and down goes Guy for Eric.
Would have liked that kill to go to not Scion, but
Hey,
really
more
nice coordinated play there.
More health, dude.
Yeah, okay.
You get the 15 bonus HP from champion takedowns.
Fine. I stand corrected. No, I have a feeling Asol does not care. Or he will not care.
Yeah, Seismic Beam flew in, but he didn't have enough mana for most of his spells.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Curious build path here from Seismic Beam. But, well, you know, a Cloth Armor is pretty insane value against a team that's all AD, so,
Tizzy coming in with the obvious orange trade. Now it's just a grass slat fest. Here comes Call of the Forge guy.
Tizzy
Where
has
he
the
get
level lead.
knockup?
Oh, nice
and
knock-up.
The Scion Q blocks Tizzy from that second cast of Call of the Forge guy.
really well timed from Papa Bear there. Nice.
If Papa Bear had the unstoppable onslaught, I imagine he would go for the kill here, but it's just more just trying to dodge that brittle proc. And Tizzy looks like he's going to get this kill. Bop, down goes the max health
Bop.
damage.
Bop.
Will Papa Bear get the kill
Bop.
though? Nope, the slow comes in from the Q, and Papa Bear...
Wow, Tizzy holds his flash. I would have panic flashed 100%. Oh man, Tizzy has balls of steel. I'll just say it.
Mm-hmm.
I would have flashed so far away from that Scion corpse.
And since Scion is just getting more and more health, the more and more that brittle proc is going to hurt. Both instances, even the hot breath and the proc on the auto.
All the kills are in top lane, which is funny because we sort of wrote that lane off as being a wet noodle fight, but it's been a brawl.
Rob looking in, but that cloth armor sure is coming in clutch for Seismic Beam.
I don't hate it.
The Corrupting Chains comes in from Hook My Book. There goes the Yumi R. Trifecta is forced to flash and forced to heal. He gets chunked quite a lot. Younger didn't even get a chance to even help him out.
Well played by Hooky and Hoagie.
What is Yumi's ult called? I bet it's called something chapter. Yep, final chapter.
Final chapter.
Guy for
Oh!
Eric. Oh my, the W arrow coming in. Arion is getting counter jungle. Rob hops in over to try and save his jungler. Thrill the Hunt comes in. Rengar hops. The crit hit. The flash. The ASOL damage is coming in. Hook My Book is coming in with the arrow. He grabs the kill.
Oh, you gotta give it to Asol, Hooky. You gotta give the kill to Asol. Maybe I'm biased as the mid laner, but nice collapse there from the blue side. Really, really nice collapse.
Onslaught comes in. It is like I said earlier. It is the meat stick slapping fest up top lane. All the grass procs going off. Call the Forge God coming in. He gets knocked up. Hot breath blast. Brutal proc. Knockup misses. Papa Bear is just running around for his life. Directing camera says no. That fight is not important. Let's go bot lane. Young Gun going in for the kill. Hook My Book, forced the flash. The damage coming in from this Varus is ridiculous. Hooky and Hoagie are feeling it down there.
the Hoagie My Book bot lane. They are playing really, really well. And that does not bode well for Dadbod Gaming.
If you're Arion right now, you just need to try and see if you can influence any lane. Because right now, Guy for Eric is just on top of the map influence. CS is kind of even between bot lane too. Obviously, Leona has a relic shield. Rift Herald goes in on the side of GL. GL actually has really good wards trying to track this Rengar. They know Rengar is bot lane. And Asol is honestly playing out the weakness of his early game. Tizzy slapping Papa Bear without even Papa Bear getting a chance to do anything. The Rengar is sitting down bot lane, see what he can get, but I do believe that GL knows that he's there. Rob also looking down south as well. McCullen comes in, corrupting chains, lands onto Rob. Will they be able to follow up? Nope. Rob just gets chunked out. Young Gun goes in, trifecta, ease in. Final chapter comes in from the Yumi to heal. There goes through the hunt.
Here comes Asol!
The Asol is coming in.
God!
4-man. Oh, holy mother.
Oh,
Lord.
God. That was a dream ult and a dream engage from the Asol, and he just picked up 2 kills.
And right now, Asol, Seismic Beam is star walking.
Star walking.
With 120 Stardust right now at 12 minutes, Papa Bear is getting chunked out by Tizzy.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is so bad for the red team.
One of the Twitch chat, OP1, Orin may have hot breath, but Asol has hotter breath.
Ugh. Ugh. Seismic Bean playing super well. He looks really good on this Asol. I play the champion a little bit myself, and he looks very clean and comfortable.
Asol is showing, Seismic Bean is showing why Asol has such a high pick ban in this league. Just an overall really, really strong champion. And this game is going to get harder and harder for DBG because, like you said, like you stated earlier, they're mostly all AD against a armor stacker like Orin, especially when Orin gets level 16 and get that 30% bonus resistances from his passive. He's going to be unkillable.
Horn has finished Jock Show. Udyr has finished Demonic. Aurelian Soul has finished Roa. So we've got item completions across the board for GLHF. They are up 3K, and they are
able to do whatever he wants. A correcting chain comes in. Seismic Beam, trifecta, just CC for as long as he can't control it. He just goes down instantly. Thrill the Hunt comes in. Tizzy says, "Do some damage, please." Urion's running for his life. He gets knocked up.
Is he about to win this 1v2?
Well, he burns him down. Hot breath blast guy for Eric coming in on Rob. He's just gonna run him down. Rob forced the flash.
Oh,
Tizzy is just telling DBG to just do some damage for once.
Oh my gosh. Tizzy is popping off.
Brittle proc comes in. Unstoppable Onslaught is on cooldown. Guy for Garrick is coming up top lane. Let's see if they get this. See if they're going to close down Papa Bear. CC comes in. Force the flash, but there's nowhere to run to.
Oh, Tizzy hitting him with the mastery emote.
I think if you're on the side of DBG, I think they just need to relax. I can tell they're playing somewhat frantically, see what they can get, but also I know they understand that they got a lead. You need to try and do something. Probably need to try and group together and try and get as many picks as possible. See and try and confide into one carry to see that can somewhat get you through this rough early game. Because right now, Yumi's on Moonstone, Renewer, Varus, Hook My Book is on Immortal Shieldbow and Rage Blade, so he is not dying anytime soon.
That is a really strong Varus, yeah.
And he has Cleanse as well.
Asol just bought tier, which I find curious.
Chains miss.
I think if you're gonna go, I mean, I guess he's gonna go Rylai's second, and then Seraph's third. So we'll see how the stacking of the tier goes, given that he bought it at 17 minutes. But I'm obviously nitpicking here. The Asol has plenty of gold, and he's gonna be a huge threat as this game goes on.
What do you think Mr. Trifecta is building? He's on the double pickaxes.
Rob
coming in with the culling, dashes in, but Guy Figueroa is going. It's right around the corner. Will Rob try and get the kill? Nope. Asol just says no. I'm flying away. See you later.
Oh, that feels so bad for Rob. Double pickaxe. Yeah.
Oh, he's going hard.
No, I was just thinking, like, the only thing double pickaxe brings to mind is Death Stance, but he did just complete Kraken Slayer, so he must have just been backing on, like, awkward amounts of gold and felt like he really needed to keep spending gold, and so he wasn't able to complete Kraken Slayer, so he bought an extra pickaxe. Or I suppose he could have misclicked, but, you know, sometimes you back and you don't have enough gold to complete the item, but you really want to spend the gold to get value. I don't know. That's my best guess.
Early Last Whisper coming in from Rob. Try and combat that early health that that Seismic Being, Guy for Eric, and even Tizzy has. Tizzy is just putting down the brittle max health procs on Papa Bear.
He's up 2 levels. This is not...
He's up 2 levels, up 2k gold.
And there's 2 Drakes for the blue squad, and they are up over 6k, it looks like.
Looks like Guy for Air is trying to run down Mr. Trifecta. Direct the camera says, no, you can't watch that. Good cleanse coming in from the Rengar. Young Gun going in by himself. Mr. Trifecta just isn't doing enough damage. Guy Figueroa gets healed by Hook My Book. And they just can't out-damage the Yuumi and plus the tank stats.
Oh boy, Rob's in a world of trouble here, and Seismic Bean is on a killing spree.
Trifecta getting some pathing. Orin gets the completed mythic, the Unspoken Parasite.
I'm giving myself the first upgrade. I want to smash this Scion.
He automatically gets the first upgrade.
Ah, okay. Lesson learned.
Orin is just going to get tankier and tankier because a lot of things that people don't know about Orin's passive is that whenever each item that he completes, like an upgrade, he gets 4% bonus health, armor, and MR.
Oh my, I did not know that.
For a maximum of 30 bonus, like those resistances at level 18. He gets 10 flat and 4 for every item he upgrades. So at level 18, he has 30% bonus health, armor, and MR. So he is one tanky, especially against this team that's all AD. He's going to be unkillable. Yumi is the free unspoken parasite. Mr. Trifecta forced the flash a little bit preemptively. Correct and change didn't come out. Seismic beam down south, and the broken thing about Asol is just says no, I don't want to fight, so I'm just gonna fly away.
And his flight no longer gets canceled by damage, only CC.
I wonder if that's something they're gonna look at. Because I remember Talia initially, when she got reworked, she could not be knocked off her wall. But then they say absolutely not. Damage coming in, shutdown coming in on Hook My Book. Hook My Book goes down. But it's just not enough damage to clean up the rest of the team. This Yumi is rolling, and this Yumi is making sure that none of her team dies.
Oh, 5-0-7 on the Asol. That's so spooky. That's a spooky Star Dragon.
Almost a 9k gold lead onto the side of GL. Yeah, except for Varus. You know, this past 20 minutes, Yumi isn't on her ADC anymore. Papa Bear trying to make something, but that Asol is saying absolutely not. Hurry on, trying to find something to help his team, but right now is just not in control of his jungle and just getting ran down by a guy for Eric.
He's now on a rampage. He's got 2 items, his Jock Show, in addition to Demonic Embrace. Is he too deep, though?
Does he go down here? I would like to see this kill go to Loot. Yep. Lucian goes. Lucian gets the kill. Asol was just farming up away. And up and away he goes.
Nearly 10k gold lead for the blue side at this point, but we are seeing glimmers of life with that shutdown going over to Lucian. But this Ornn, you know, and Tizzy's smart. I don't expect to see any MR. He's just gonna go armor from here on out, and it's kind of gonna be unkillable, I think.
Oh, Tizzy, Thrill the Hunt comes in, and Ariana is going to get burned. Call of the Forge God comes in, and Asol just does the drive-by hot breath blast. Unstoppable Onslaught misses, and immediately Papa Bear gets burned down.
And that's exactly what you want if you're the blue team. You want Asol to be cleaning up these kills and just getting turbo accelerated to
Rob
his...
is just trying to get whatever he can. Objective bounty does go for
And
him.
Asol's just picking up every single kill. Woo!
Yumi ult currently gives her attached target 60 armor and magic. Oh, let me read that. Oh lord, that is how it works. Yeah. GL has an Asol, and Yumi Super Hoagie just got Starcaster. That is an upgraded Moonstone.
So I'm going to nitpick the Asol a little bit. You know, he just finished his 3rd item, but he's only got 216 stacks on the tier because he bought it so late.
CC immune corrupting change come in. Hot seismic beam is just soaring over the skies, just burning everybody down. Trifecta gets knocked away by the blast cone, but he goes right down into a gray screen. Papa Bear trying to do what he can, but them heart still stacks are not coming through.
11, 0, and 8 on the ASOL. Holy guacamole. Holy guacamole. But yeah, I think you got to buy the tier sooner if you are ASOL. I think a lot of people will actually start tier. Not saying that's strictly correct. Obviously, Doran's Ring is a very, very powerful item. But you know, just gonna provide my 2 cents on that.
ASOL now, Seismic Beam now sitting at almost 330 Stardust. So that means his E right now. Enemies below 13.5 die instantly.
That's disgusting.
Pretty much a double, almost a triple collector.
I love the Randuins and Tabeyes on Varus.
The flash comes in from Hook My Book. Yumi makes it to where
you gotta keep running.
Where those connect, but Hook just immediately burns Rob. Nicoling didn't do anything thanks to Yumi. Hook My Book is just doing whatever he wants to. Guy for Eric coming in. Gets stone unstoppable onslaught call. The Forge guy coming in. Tizzy snipes them right up. Trifecta is trying to get away with his life, but nope, immediately gets burned down, and that is a 3-for-0 onto the side of GL, and they are just dominating.
This might be game over. We're seeing a 15k gold lead. The early game did not go the way of the red squad, and
Furion is just going to get burned down.
Yeah. Seismic Beam is very, very legendary at this point. And they're on to the Nexus turrets with their Baron-empowered minions. Hooky Bookie being very unbrotherly. I joke. But this looks like we might be the end here. Onto the Nexus. Yumi ulti goes down. A little bit of the last brawling, but that is game, ladies and gentlemen. Whew! That was a thorough demolition on the side of the blue squad here. That's GLHF, right?
Yep.
Congratulations to GLHF on the 2-0. Really well played to both sides. It was very fun to cast. It was very fun to watch. Here are some statistics for you. Hooky Bookie dealing the most damage. Shout out to Rob, who did a very respectable amount of damage as well. Who's your player of the game, Aardvark?
You know, like, I want, like, when we gave it the guy for Eric got voted MVP of the last game, but I actually want to give it to Hoagie.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. The perfect KDA obviously grabs my attention, but this bot lane really played very, very well and was pretty dominant. I think.
But we can give it up to the chat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's throw up a poll. Do you know how to do that?
No.
I will do that, and it will be awesome. Do we do a straw poll or a Twitch chat poll? Let me try a Twitch chat poll.
You do a Twitch chat poll.
All right, let me see if it works. Manage poll, MVP Game 2, new poll, MVP Game 2. Okay, so we got Tizzy, we got Guy Fee Eric, we got Seismic Bean, we got Hook My Book, and we got Super Hoagie. Nice.
Guy for Eric won MVP Game 1. 2.
I think that's well deserved. Okay, so did I do that correctly? Current poll MVP
Yes.
Game 2. Okay, cool. Yeah, congratulations, GLHF. I get the feeling that the unsung hero is going to be Tizzy. You know, his KP was not glamorous because he was on the top lane island, but to dominate like that and set yourself up to, like, he so obviously GLHF won and they won by a landslide, but Tizzy is one of the reasons why DBG could not have won, right? Like, the Ornn would have been completely unkillable, would have been completely unstoppable as the game went longer. So obviously there's plenty of reasons why GLHF won. The bot lane did really well. Aurelion Sol got turbo fed. Guy Fieric played really, really well. But just to give a shout out to the to Tizzy, the weak side king, for just slamming top lane, and he would have been just absolutely unkillable if this game were to go long. But yeah, fun game to watch, fun game to cast. We'll see who wins the MVP poll, and then Aardvark, do you want to do interviews with the MVPs?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. I got some
Cool,
questions.
cool. Currently 5 votes for Super Hoagie. He's running away with this thing.
Should we be here for the...
Hola, hola.
Sure, come on in. Guy Fieric, why don't you come join us as well? Actually, let's
It's okay.
go to player
Let's
of the
go-
game 1.
And we could drag him if you want to.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
So how do you feel?
hello.
I feel... I mean, I was having a freaking heart attack. After game 1, I was screaming shot call, so I had to, like, breathe. I had to go and breathe somewhere.
Understandable. That game 1 was a comeback.
It was a fun one.
And yeah,
should've-
and actually speaking off your game 1, I have a question. So, at what point did y'all think to? And this is more of a question for Guy for Eric, but how did you feel because from how we were seeing your comp, it was a very Wombo-y comp, but you took the initiative and mostly starting those fights, and you pretty much dictated how fast the game was going to go. So obviously y'all are behind the beginning of the game, but how did you feel how did you communicate to your team that you need to slow this down and play fights how y'all need to dictate?
Yeah, I said something to the effect of like, I believe in our scaling in this game. We have fucking Yasuo Diana. We've got I don't remember what else. We have a Vigar. We've got a Camille, which scales really well. Like, I knew that we outscale, and so just I took a breath and calmed down and looked for the right fights, looked for the right moments. We got some good macro plays, honestly, when we got a tower top as they were sieging bot, and then got a bunch of kills on the back end when they overstayed. And then we kind of took that like, okay, now we got this, because then we finally hit our scaling. And I think Rob actually messaged me after the game and said something to the effect of, we should have ended it 10 minutes ago. And exactly. As soon as they didn't end it before we got to, like, before I finally got, like, Sunfire, it just was over.
I was saying I made a note of when the kind of feel of y'all's teams play started to swap, and that was more around the 23-minute mark, and I could tell after that, I could tell that y'all calmed down and like, okay, we need to trust in our plan and follow the plan through, and a lot of good shutdowns came onto your carries, and I feel like after that, you stomped on the gas at every opportunity that you hopped on the Caitlyn and things like that, and that's what just started the fights. And so good job to y'all's game plan.
Everyone knows I want to fight a lot and go really fast, and so I look for times when we can do that, and then I'm two towers deep and in it 1v5 like in game 2. So it's a double-edged sword. But
was there a point during game 1 where y'all were as a team was on not like full-blown panic mode, but y'all had to take a step back? Or y'all
I don't know
pretty
if it
much
was
feeling
panic.
Or y'all pretty much feeling comfortable even despite.
I think it's more so on like Malcolm has a hard job on this team, which is reining me in and making sure when I'm going too hard. Actually, Tyler helps with a bunch too, but like it was more so reminding like playing around our win cons and fights and working together in these, and I was like, oh yeah, don't try and 1v4. Look at that, we win fights. So I think it was more of like a wake up. Like, I can't just run out on 1v4 in this moment. I have to fight around the team. I'm not far enough ahead to do that, like I kind of was on the Udyr. So.
Because also one thing that I want to note is that, despite being down 2K for most of the game, y'all went from 2K to getting that Baron to being even, and then y'all didn't see a gold deficit till the end, like at all for the rest of the game. You went from 2K down to even, and then y'all pretty much burned out to a 10K gold lead to the end.
I didn't realize I got to there, dang.
How did y'all communicate to also Tizzy, who's on the Camille, to say, hey, just wait until your items, because eventually when he got that Ravenous, he started to hurt.
Honestly, I don't even like. I let Tizzy do his thing. Dude's cracked. I put him on the line almost every game, and he's still getting leads on his own. Dude's a beast, and he knows the game plan. I don't have to really ever get in Tizzy's mind about it. He's actually one of the ones usually being more vocal about it. Tizzy and Malcolm, I think, lead the charge on that because they're really calming voices, and I want to fight constantly. Bookie wants to fight constantly, and they reel us in a little bit. I'm like, well,
where am I in this spectrum?
You enable us a lot.
That's true. Sometimes I try to rein people in.
Hey, Hoagie, I did like your roams. Like, you were there at the right moments every time.
Thank you. Alistar is one of those. I think if you're, especially against like a Morgana, right? You can't just charge at them blindly for early leads because like she's gonna Black Shield. Like, then what are you gonna do?
And I was talking to
she can't be everywhere. She can't be everywhere. So you have to find where Morgana wouldn't be and just get leads there.
Like, I was talking to Flesh, and I was like, hey, Moby Boots coming in first buy for Hoagie.
I didn't even realize you did that.
Yeah, I literally first rushed Moby Boots and rushed mid lane.
That's
also,
hilarious.
Flesh, you got anything?
Super fun games to watch, guys, and I enjoyed casting. Yeah. I don't really have anything. I'm multitasking.
Thank you for streaming and
you're
casting.
You're very welcome. Definitely. It was a pleasure, guys.
Thank you.
And before you go, Hogue, I got one question for you. So, how did you feel in that bot lane the second game? Because I felt like y'all were just foot on the gas the entire lane. Like y'all had control of that lane from the first
Well, if they don't,
couple minutes.
the thing about Kaisa Leona is that if they CC you, that's why I had Bookie take cleanse because I have exhaust to reduce the Kaisa damage because Kaisa's the main source of damage. So I need the exhaust and they need the heal. Make sure as long as Varus stays alive for the first item or two, we will eventually win the game. Because Yuumi scaling is absolutely insane right now. I have an 80% win rate on Yuumi right now in ranked. It's quite disgusting. But yeah, as long as you can keep your carries alive with the extra armor, magic resist, the shield, the heals. I even got Mikhail's second item just in case it got caught by another Leona. Leona stun when cleanses down. As long as you cover all your bases on how people can kill you, they won't kill you. You just have to know them ahead of time. Their win con. Yuumi is basically the perfect blue card in Magic decks. Perfect counter spell.
I'd say after tonight, A-Soul pretty much cements. I'm pretty sure A-Soul has 100% pick ban. Someone can probably fact check me on that statistic.
If it doesn't, what in the hell happened to not get Ace on a pick ban? That's what I want to know. Two teams that don't play it, maybe, but I feel like every team's got somebody who plays it in the lower division at least.
I'd say
It's
at least
good.
in the at least in the higher division, I know for a fact that is pick or ban.
Yeah. Oh, it is down here too. 100%.
So, but thank y'all for the banger of games. Congrats to y'all for the sweep today. And that is all I got for us.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. Congrats on the 2-0. For myself, for the PMA LCS, for Aardvark, for Guy Fieric, for Super Hoagie, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I believe there's another match, I think, still going on.
Where is it?
So if you want to swap over, I think it's on Crispy Chad's channel, so twitch.tv/CrispyChad. I think it's still going on, so hop over there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hail Symphonia.
No, you. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Deuces.